Yo guys, what's good? What's good? How are you guys doing tonight? I have had quite the day, so I'm running a little bit behind, of course. Hey, what else is new with the Bolt Bros? We like to keep things nice and you know, keep things nice and loose around here. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I did. I had to turn it off and on again. That's the classic IT fix for everything, and it worked because you can see me now. Oh, and you can see the rest of my room. I gotta fix my camera now. Richie Rich, I know we talked a little bit yesterday, but have you seen that IT? I think it was IT Crowd. It's that British show. That was an amazing show. I loved it so much. Anyways. Oh, what's good, guys? So, it's such a good show. Like super underrated. Progression rating, whatever. I don't care about this. Yeah. So they changed a whole bunch of stuff. All right. So it's gonna be a home game for the Chargers. All right, and it's gonna be the Broncos. There it is. The gay episode is great. Yeah, it really was. That was a pretty good episode. I don't remember too much of. Man, I really want to rewatch all that that series again because there's just so many funny parts in it that just really crack me up, you know. And I swear, man, it is one of those gems that I wish that they could have done it here in America, but I think they actually tried, you know, like Joel McHale. I think he was actually trying to push it to happen here, but it just never got off the ground, which is really sad because, like, man, that would do so well here, I think. Anyhow, so what happened in the wide old world of the Chargers today? I know we released actually a video that Andrew wanted to talk about the what's it called? Odell Beckham Jr. Going to the Rams potentially, like them sealing a deal. That was a big hot topic on Twitter. But you know, we actually talked because we talked about it because there's a lot of conversations going on that he might actually have gone to the Chargers at one point. And that would have been pretty dang good, especially when Keenan Allen was out. But because of the soft tissue, the soft tissue issue that Keenan Allen had, like, you know, it was always like kind of, well, we don't know whether or not he's going to be out for too long or not out for the whole season, you know. So, like, I mean, maybe they just realized, like, I think if they're gonna buy OBJ or if they're gonna bring him on, it may be a playoff type of move, you know. So, like, well, let's just wait for then, in order to make something happen. At least that would be my thoughts, and that would be my thoughts if I was OBJ as well. It's like, well, I don't really want to, you know, play for a team all year if I can just play for the part that I need, you know, or they need me for the playoffs. That's my thoughts on it. That's my theories. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I think he's good enough to actually to play for the Chargers, especially. I mean, you know, he's definitely proven he would be a stellar addition to the team. Hey, he would even be great for the Broncos. If the Broncos could make that happen, that would be huge. You know, have a stellar target out there. But as far as I understand, though, he does not want to leave LA. So that would be the only thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Ask him if he still wants Bitcoin. Yeah, you know, well, actually, if he had his whole thing in Bitcoin now, his salary in Bitcoin, it would be a much better time because it's actually much lower. I think he had his salary in Bitcoin earlier, and you know that's when it was really high. So he's probably not a good time for that at that point. But who knows? Hey, Aether. Sorry, I had to turn it on and off again. Like I said, my camera was having issues. But we're here. We out here, man. You still at work, buddy? I just realized I'm trying. Yeah. Like I said, I had to turn it off and on, but we got it working again. Okay, so just so you know, guys, these rosters are basically as though the entire team was, is still healthy. I know there's a way that I can change the depth charts with the players and stuff, but I didn't want to say that. Like, all these simulations are gonna be more as though if they're the completely healthy team. Obviously, we know that this is just a simulation. It's not gonna actually be how. It's not necessarily gonna be how the actual game plays out, because hey, it's just a simulation, y'all. That's it and that's all. You know what I'm saying? Woo woo. Anyways, but yeah, so like I wanted to run the simulation though as though both teams are completely healthy, and so that's kind of what we do here on the Bolt Bros. And as we are so far, I think we've only had 2 simulations that were actually we won, and we actually won the real game. For the most part, we've been the opposite. So I hope maybe we'll get the same this week. If not, we'll find out. All right. Steve Doyle says, I don't think Allen's going to be with us next year. You can't have 2 running backs making $20 million a year, or not running backs, wide receivers making $20 million a year. Allen's getting old and injury prone. We have Herbert's contract coming up. Time to trade him. You know, Steve. Actually, I've been kind of worried about that as well. And I was actually suspecting that we were going to pick up a wide receiver this year in the draft to basically combat that, and to actually kind of think about that a little bit more, that how Keenan Allen is kind of on the back end of his deal. And I kind of agree with you. I hope that we could keep him and maybe just let his contract run out. But man, I mean, like you said, we got Justin Herbert's contract to start saving up money for. So yeah, I know it's late there for you, Richie. Yeah, we'll try to keep this thing nice and quick for you. I mean, obviously, if you gotta go, you gotta go, But we will. This is 6:30. Yes, it's an evening game. Oh yes, right. So it's gonna be 8:15 Eastern time, I guess, technically. Because this is Monday Night Football. Let's go. All right, so it's an exhibition, simulation, even teams are off. Yes. Quarter length 10 minutes. Accelerated clock is off. Good. There you go. Let's roll. SoFi Stadium. Here we go. Turn up the volume on this. Yes, sir. All right, Aether's first question. When is the pregame show and who will be there? So the pregame show is going to be on Sunday, and all 3 of us bros are going to be there. The bigger question is, because they're all coming out here to LA, because James and Andrew are going to go to the game. So we've been trying to figure out how we're going to logistically make it work by if we're actually going to all be in person in a room doing it, or if I might actually stay here in my apartment to do the show. I'm thinking we're gonna probably do like 6 o'clock, but then again, I don't know if I really want to, because that's Sunday Night Football that we're gonna compete against. So yeah, we're trying to figure out which day we're actually gonna do this whole thing. But I do believe it's gonna be Sunday. It might be after all the games, just so we can get more people. And we'll figure it out. Yeah, we still got a lot of things to talk about. So It's a little bit tougher when we're actually all trying to go to the game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Hopefully, Richie Rich, you can come out to the game one of these days. I know you avoid California like the plague, but hey, man, we'd love to have you out and host you. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Kickoff. Broncos got the ball first, and all right, we're down a little bit less than the 25-yard line. Again, what time? You know, we're still trying to figure that out. We don't really want to compete against Sunday Night Football. So I'm thinking we should probably do like, you know, yeah, maybe 8 o'clock at the most. Hopefully the game is like going to be kind of a boring game. If it is, then yeah, we'll definitely go sooner. So, but we're still working out the details.
He was all those things in Seattle. One losing record in 10 seasons, missed only 3 games in that time, and made 9 Pro Bowls.
And he will lose yardage here back at
I'll be like the Juggernaut. Just get the heck out of my way. You want to do it afternoon? Yeah, we might be able to work on that in the noon time. What other games are going on? I mean, I know the Raiders got their bye week, yeah? So that'd be good. I don't know. I think it'd be better for us just to do it, you know, at noon too. Why not? You know, just get it out of the way. Just chat. That sounds like a good idea to me. But yeah, like I said, I'll chat with my brothers, and we'll get that going. All right. Broncos got a little completion there. 3rd down, 3rd and 8 here. Yeah. I joke. Richie Ricci says, I joke, but if I can, I will make it out for the Denver versus Los Angeles Chargers game. Maybe next year. Yeah. That'd be. Oh, and we got an interception. Derwin James has picked it off straight away. Booyah. You know, Rich. Well, you got the. What about the Denver one? You got the Denver game out there in Colorado. I think it's in January. Yeah, it's gonna be cold, but it's not gonna be Canada cold and stuff like that. So that would be pretty cool. I've never been to Mile High Stadium, and I think I would freaking turn into a little Charger sickle if I came out there. You know, I mean, it's cold. This LA boys, we don't like. We like that. We ain't liking that anything past 70 degrees. That's too cold. Yeah, Steve. What scares me about the Broncos is their defense is ranked 3rd in the league, and ours is 23rd. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about those numbers here. I'm gonna take a look what you're saying. Where are you getting that from here? I don't know about that. Are they really ranked 3rd? They got a really strong defense. I don't know, Richie, you're the expert on the Broncos right now. Like, what do you got your thoughts about the defense for the Broncos? Are they actually that good? Well, let me hear it. Bring it on, man. Bring it on. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I see that, actually. They are ranked 4th in the league on lineups.com right now. And that kind of makes sense, you know, because, like, obviously they've been having a lot of low-scoring games. You and Andrew are no longer friends? Oh, shoot. Oh, so, okay, so you lost major pieces this week. Okay, so who did you guys lose? And actually, we talked about it last night a little bit. So if any of you have not watched our video on that last night, feel free to do that. Richie gave us all the deets. They gave us the dirty info about the Broncos and what he thinks the game's gonna turn out to be. So you lost Darby, huh? That's it. I mean, we're still down Joey Bosa, and he's gonna be down like till possibly December, I think. So that's gonna suck. And I mean, at least we still got Matt. Shoot, man. Of course, the simulation's got both of them. Ah, man, we only got a field goal off of that one. Shoot. Okay, so last Darby. Who else you got here? So we didn't really talk about your guys' injuries too much. You got Gregory is on IR as well now. I don't know how soon that one went out. Yeah, Darby also on IR. G Bowles. Yep, he's on IR. Jay Simmons also on IR. Yeah, you got a lot of defense struggling right now. M. Purcell is questionable. I haven't really seen the Broncos injury report. Let's take a look at that. P. Locke also questionable for the game. Dang. And those are some heavy hitters for sure. Yeah, Bowles is out for the season. Gregory's IR for 2 to 4 more weeks. Simmons is due back soon. Okay, cool. All right. Let's look at the Broncos injury report here. See what's going on with their week. Thursday. See who's practicing. Who's limited. Did not participate. Josie Jewell and Dalton Risner. Yeah. Limited practices were Mike Boone, Jonathan Cooper, Melvin Gordon, Damari Mathis, Quinn Miners, Darius Phillips, Mike Purcell, Eric Saubert, Caden Stearns, Billy Turner, Quan Williams, Russell Wilson, of course, too. Full practice was Baron Browning, P.J. Locke, Aaron Patrick, Latavius Murray, wrist. Okay, so we still got some people. The limited practices are obviously going to be questionable. So, yeah, there's a lot of players on the injury report for you guys. But hey, it's the same with the Chargers, man. That's our curse as well. So, and guess what? The problem is too, we play on turf, so all the impacts are going to be harder. So that's going to, might pester, re-agitate some of these injuries. If you guys want to have, so just keep that in mind, and we always worry about that too. So, Aether. Oh, Andrew got mad at you about the Staley call. Oh wait, so why was he mad? Oh, because he was mad because of the Staley call. I mean, I get it. I mean, you got to understand his call, why he's mad about it. I mean, a lot of other people are mad about it too. All past coaches, they talked about it a lot on ESPN and stuff. I've been joking about it. I'm fine with it. Like it's like whatever, man. Like let's do it. And like I said, I don't know if you follow us on Instagram, but I put it up on there. It's like I think honestly these Staley calls it's psychological warfare. It's not just because of stats or analytics and things like that. He wants to get into the other players' heads. It might not be a good idea to do sometimes, but hey, it's there you go. X got a good run there. Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna ask me a question. Go for it, man. Shoot away. Yeah, Steve. We only got a field goal, and this is our full team here. It's so silly, man. I don't get it. Locke is a legit safety. Yeah. He's a guy who will play that hybrid linebacker role in the non-base packages. I like that. And Reisner is you're starting at left guard. Okay, cool. Aether's question here. Is this the way game? Is the game to start? If we go down 14-0, do you think we win the game if Watson plays? That is a good question. So yeah, so you're saying if we start 14-0, or like in the game, are we gonna win that game? And keep our lead. That is a good question. Let's see. I mean, I think for sure, dude. Wait, are you talking about the Browns? Wait. Hey, there you go. Keenan Allen. Right away. Got a freaking 39-yard pass. There we go. I want to see more of that from Justin Herbert. get those magic bombs out. All right, so I'm trying to find him. Trying to find the guy in the lineups here. So, Watson. I mean, honestly, are you talking about Wilson? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. In my opinion, I think if we go 14-0, especially in the first quarter, I think probably the game will probably be almost wrapped up at that point. Yeah, because we are. Yeah. Yeah, we go. We run that in there, Steve Doyle. Yeah, you called it, baby. So yeah, so is this the way the game started? If we go, oh, if we down. No, I guess I guess I didn't understand. It's like, is this the way game starts? If we are down 14-0, do you think we win that game if Watson plays? Okay, well, I guess I'll just answer it both ways. Yes, if we are 14-0 in the first quarter, that game is pretty much on lock. Locked down, we got that settled in. If we are 0-14, I think we have a good chance to still come back on the first quarter. A lot of times we've actually been falling flat in our first quarter, So, I mean, I still think that we can actually make it work at that point. It's just that, it's either we're either a two-faced team. If we are, if we play good in the first half, we're not going to play good in the second half. If we play bad in the first half, we're going to play good in the second half. I don't understand why, but that's just the way the Chargers be charging, That's just kind of how it goes. And right now in this simulation, we're doing pretty dang good in the first half. So I don't think they're going to follow the rule and kind of fall off in the second half, but anything can happen here. Okay, so if the Chargers were down 14-0 to the Browns if Watson played that day, we lose in that game. Oh, okay, so you're talking about the Browns game. Got it. Yeah, dude, I really don't think that I don't think that Watson playing would have made that much of a difference. Actually, I kind of, in a weird way, I actually think that Brissett is a little bit better of a quarterback because he's that pocket passer. He has that pocket confidence that Deshaun Watson doesn't, and I think Watson, yeah, he's that threat, and he's got some legs and stuff, and he can run, kind of like Wilson just did right here, or yeah, I mean, I disagree. I don't think that we would have lost that game if Watson played. I think we would have played our game still, and I think if anything, we would not have gone for it on that 4th and 2 in the fourth quarter. If Watson was playing, I think we just would have punted it, and that would have been the end of the game. I don't see the game even being. There you go, got a nice little sack right there, baby. But yeah, I really don't think that it would have made too much of a difference. Because the truth is too, like, I've listened to Derwin James talk about it a lot, and he talks about how, like, no matter what, they're gonna play the game that they're gonna play, and it doesn't matter who's really on the other side of the ball. They're preparing for everything on their side of the ball. When you're playing the game, things just develop, and you have to kind of just go with the flow of the game. You can't really think too much when you're out there. Like, that's why you have the coaches. Like, they're making the play calls, and these players are just executing it. So I really don't think. Okay, so what does Carlos say? If Watson played and we were down 14-0, do we come back and win or lose? That is the question. I think we would come back and lose. Or not come back and lose. I think we would have come back and win still. Yeah, like I said, like Richie's saying, it's like I don't think Deshaun Watson is all that good. I think the Browns made a horrible mistake in paying what they paid for him as well. And yeah, it's just I don't think Well, yeah, Watson has definitely not looked good this season because he's not. Yeah, well, he's definitely 0 for 5 so far. Hasn't even played a game. So Broncos give up 17 points a game. We're 29th and giving up 27 points a game. Can we stop them? Yeah. I mean, I think our truth is, yeah, our defense seems like they're supposed to be perfect on paper, you know, but I mean, they've not been gelling very well, you know. Like, I mean, we've given up a lot of points. Like, our record does not like make sense to our points for and points against. It literally doesn't make any sense. You know, like, I mean, we're actually scoring less than they are scoring, but we're still having the wins. How is this mathematically possible? Obviously, it's just, you know, that's just an overhead view. But I think though too, like Steve, I think our points for the game too is that, like, I mean, the key players in this game are going to be Austin Eckler, and I think even Joshua Kelly. You know, though our running back team needs to actually step up and actually do what they did with the Browns as well in order for us to make this game work. Yeah, no, I hated math. So, and I think honestly, like, and if Allen's playing too, that's going to be huge for us as well, because we have to have those reliable hands in order to get that ball, you know, especially on third down and the fourth down situations. I just really hope that he doesn't get hurt again, you know, because this freaking field, dude, like, it messed up Odell Beckham Jr. Obviously messed up Keenan Allen just by running, you know, so it's all good. I mean, getting pressure is always going to be the key for pretty much any game. That's why I kind of we just got a sack too. Shoot. Yeah, because of the mean versus average, you know. Yeah, math is a weird thing, man. Off topic, Carlos says Watson is facing new lawsuit, by the way. Oh my gosh, is he really? Oh, that's funny. Is it someone else came out facing new lawsuit stemming from a 2020 it's another massage lawsuit. Man, dude, what's up with this guy on massages? Doesn't that dude know about Tinder? Shoot, man. You ain't got to get some action on massages. Shoot. Man, we had a whole discussion about Tinder with the Texans, you know, writer. So, like, I don't get it, man. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so Deshaun Watson. Since we're on the topic of Deshaun Watson, another woman has filed a civil lawsuit against Deshaun Watson, alleging the suspended Cleveland Browns quarterback pressured her into oral sex during a massage session in 2020. This is the 26th known lawsuit filed against Watson, accusing him of inappropriate sexual misconduct or sexual assault during massages. Bruh, oh my gosh. Okay, so Watson paid the plaintiff $300 for her services, although her normal charge was $115. Oh my goodness. Why? I mean, yeah. Does the guy not know about Tinder? I mean, or does he not know about, like, Bumble? These things where people could just hook up apps. Hey, there you go. Touchdown Chargers, right to Eckler. Booyah. Okay, so Aether says, so I have something to say. Like to share about Monday game versus the Broncos, please. Yeah, go for it, man. Whenever you want. Sounds good, man. What's up, Jorge? How you doing, man? Watson is getting tugged back into the courtroom. Pun intended, absolutely, I'm sure, man. Oh, man. Yes, right, run, Herbert, run. I don't really want to see him running too much. In real life, though, for sure. I just joined and y'all talking about hookup apps. Yeah, Jorge. Yeah, well, because we're talking about how Deshaun Watson, he's got this other case charged against him. It's a 26 woman apparently gave him a massage, and he bought a BJ, for the time. So there you go. Yeah, that's right, Jorge. We just want to see Herbert pass, please. No more running. Don't get out there in the open. Yep, that's right, Jorge. Okay, so Aether says the time has arrived by Herbert at this time. I believe Herbert needs to show his poise and leadership playing against good defense and struggling Broncos offense. Take what the defenses give you. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so this is time. This is definitely time for him to really show his leadership ability, and he needs to actually step up. So, I mean, that was the one good thing about the Browns game is that like we had so much, reliance on. Dang, Max just freaking drilled Melvin Gordon right there. Holy smokes! Oh, that's awesome. So I was gonna say is that Herbert really needs to step up, and he really needs to actually prove that he can actually do what he needs to do in order to win these games. But then again, I mean, it's all about the play calling too, though. Like I mean, Joe Lombardi is just like his, first down, second down, third down, fourth down. It's all pass. I mean, it's really easy to defend against our team because you can sure as hell bet that we're gonna pass it. Like if you just lean your defenses a little bit more towards passing, you're probably gonna do pretty well. And that's kind of what has been making me struggle so much about our offense is that we should be lights out. We were top 5 last year, and we're not showing that again this year. It seems like. But Justin Herbert's he's up there in the passing yard, leaders right now, so we're doing good. I tell you right now, though, Broncos defense is legit in real life, but in this game it sucks. Shoot, freaking Madden simulation, like they're showing out nothing right now. Okay. Oh, so Richie, you did a legal show on MHRT on Watson. You and 2 lawyers went into it. Oh my gosh, that's funny. So wait, so were you the plaintiff or were you the defendant? So, I kind of actually want to check out that video now. It'd be really funny. Oh no, the Broncos got an interception. There you go. Okay, so Aether, can I tell you what the Bolts defense need to do on Monday night to be successful? Hell yeah, dude. Let's talk. Yeah, I want to see what you think that the Chargers need to do to win on Monday Night Football. Oh, so that's what. Okay, so you work at a law firm, but you obviously we know you do IT. That's pretty sweet. That's cool. So you work at a law firm, but you do the IT for it, and your mom's a lawyer. Oh man, that's awesome. I would love to. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So now I know that I'm gonna. I can ask for some lawyerly advice, or just maybe just pick your brain a little bit for some stuff. Yeah, stoked on that, man. That'd be great. I'd love to. I want to check out that video though. Just drop it in. Like I'll look for it. What's it called? Deshaun Watson. The case of Deshaun Watson. And the Tug Jugs. There you go. Yeah, Steve, it's actually really kind of a bit of a problem, Like, I mean, I love J.C. Jackson a lot, and obviously he came with a lot of promise, but so far he has not been living up to his hype. Well, like I said, though, too, is like I kind of think that part of the reason why he came to L.A. was probably because he wanted to do the surgery, and the Patriots wouldn't let him do it. That's kind of why one of the reasons why I think that he he did. I really think that's kind of one of the reasons why he actually came out here to LA, because he was probably promised that he can do the surgery and still play for the team and stuff, but I mean, it's still frustrating to me because obviously he he's clearly not being himself, and clearly he could have made that happen much sooner, or even waited till the off season or something. But I don't know. I don't really see the point in the surgery, because it was an extra bone. Sure, it may have caused a little bit of discomfort or whatever, but he's lived with it for so long. Like, why bother with it? Maybe that little bone, it was the magic bone right there. Yeah, no interceptions after 5 games. Come on, dude. I mean, sure, granted, he missed a few of them. Missed the Raiders game. Missed the Jags game. So, really, 3 games, no interceptions, and I think even at the Chiefs game, he was like horrible. He went like, they threw it to him like 6 times, and they caught 5. Yeah, ridiculous. Yeah, I know the case of Deshaun Watson sounds like a Netflix doc. It probably will be at some point. They'll probably actually have one about NFL players straight up, and like it'll be kind of like a docu-series each, and talking about each one that happens. Hey, if that doesn't exist, I might actually want to produce that. That'd be amazing. Holy smokes! Just do a docu-series. Oh my God, guys, you want to produce this together? You want to get together, like we just get all this footage together and freaking get the one about Kareem Hunt. I don't know, like who else? So many. Oh, even Michael Vick, in his animal ring thing. Shoot, trying to figure out all that, how that stuff went down. Oh man, there's a lot of fun things we can do with all this stuff. That could be actually a great docu-series. Each one about an hour long. Hell yeah, dude. I kind of like this idea. All right. Let's see. I believe the Chargers will play 5-2-4 defense. Yep, I agree. 1,000%. They're going to stop the run, force Russ to throw, no free release to be physical with receivers on Broncos. I believe Coach Staley will have 5 in the box. Uh-oh. Make sure I touch the buttons every once in a while. Yeah, I think that's exactly what the Chargers defense needs to do in order to actually to win this game out. 5-2-4 it would be perfect. Probably not all the time. Obviously, I would like to see a little bit of a 3-4 situations going out on occasion. It all just depends on if they got their slot receiver out versus tight end packages. And that would make a huge difference, because obviously, like, I was thinking about it a lot, like the problem with doing a 2-2 personnel on the offense is that, like, you can kind of, be like, oh yeah, that's a guaranteed run play. 2-2, 2 tight ends and 2 running backs. That's a guaranteed run play, and even like I think 1-2 is a little bit more deceiving, and 2-1. Might also be a little deceiving, but 2-2, that's a guaranteed run play. And 1-1 is probably like a guaranteed pass as well. So who knows? Yeah. All right, there you go. On the next episode of the case of Deshaun Watson, the 24th massage. What happens? What part does he want to rub now? We never know. I have not done the post verdict yet. Okay, hey, I'm interested. I mean, I'm interested to kind of to get a little bit more. Okay, so Jorge Jackson's gonna be fine. He had a good training camp. He has what it takes. He's getting back into his form. Once he shows out, y'all will forget about how abysmal he's been. You know what? And there's still a lot of ball to play. You're right, Jorge. There's still a lot of ball to play. I think we will see a massive improvement on him Definitely after the bye. And like I said, there's still a lot of ball to play. And honestly, me and the bros actually kind of were wondering too if J.C. Jackson can be considered more of a systems guy. Maybe just what they had over there in New England with the Patriots was what he needed in order to be in his top form. There you go. Herbert ran again for first down. I like it. Let's go. Let's see. 5 in the box will leave you vulnerable to seam routes. Yes, they definitely will. But that's just a lot of the it's a man-to-man coverage at that point, because we got the if you guys got your slot receiver out there, they're gonna be covered. And honestly, one of the key players that people are sleeping on, but you might not be because you are a Broncos fan and his ability, is Bryce Callahan. And he has been actually an unstoppable force this year, and he's actually been doing really good and has really high grades. But you know who he is because he came from you guys. I think 2018 was one of his best years, and that was like a Staley system. A 1-2 and 1-3 personnel will also cause fits in that patches. Yeah, I agree. Is there actually such thing as 1-3 personnel? I've never seen a 3 running back setup before. That'd be wild. Bold projection. Oh, okay. Aether's got his bold predictions. Let's go. Oh, you posted the links? Okay. Sounds good, man. I will take a look at those. That's 2 sacks on her. Yeah, our line is not doing so well in this simulation, right, Steve? JC and Asante will have 2 picks each. Oh, in this game? Oh, that'd be amazing. Holy smokes, you're saying that is going to go wild. Dang. I don't even know if they had 2 picks each, man. I don't know what kind of day Russell Wilson's going to have there, man. He would completely have a meltdown, bro. Holy smokes. Is he going to push somebody aside just like freaking Devontae Adams did too? Good Lord almighty. Joshua Kelly will have 140 all-purpose yards and 2 touchdowns. Oh man, that's a wild accusation there too. I don't even know. I mean, I cannot see Joshua Kelly doing that much myself. I mean, I think he's at max gonna get like maybe 12 carries. Man, if you got 140 freaking yards on 12 carries, that would be wild. Yeah, Steve, I don't know why Herbert's running, but he's not injured in this one. I'll say that much. He's not dealing with the rib cartilage issue. No, sir. Bryce is a beast, yeah. He gets hurt a lot, though. 3 tight ends. Oh, got it. Yes, you're right. My bad. Oh, so I thought I had it the other way around. I thought it was I thought the first number was. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. First number is running back, second number is tight ends. Got it. Yep. Dang, that's wild. 3 tight ends for 1-3. And I don't think the Chargers have never run that. Yep, that's right. First number is running backs. Got it. Yeah. Sometimes I get it mixed up. So. Yeah. So. I'm surprised that they don't run that very often. Like I swear to God, like I feel like we do a 3 tight end package quite often. I mean, I know we mostly always just do single back formations, like 1-1, 1-2. I haven't seen 1-3 personally, but yeah. Yeah, 1-1 is obviously very much standard. And they'll do 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. And I think it's kind of a mistake. I want to see more. I want to see like I formation, two running back situations, because man, look, the only reason why, not the only reason why, but one of the reasons why LT had such a great freaking year was because of Lorenzo Neal, and he is very active at saying that, and always will credit Lorenzo Neal as being like one of the reasons why he had his record-breaking year. just being able to get that first block and to just push somebody aside, like, you know, a linebacker or lineman, whoever was there, just to get that hole out there. So, Aether says Chargers will play their best game of the year with a lead 24-3 at the half and win 44-10. Sheesh, that's actually a really bold prediction. I like that. I like that a lot. I mean, it's very possible. I mean, because here's the thing is that, I mean, it's very possible that the Broncos won't be able to score more than 10 points, because their offense has definitely been struggling way more than our offenses has. And that would actually be that would be, you know, really great to see. But we need to see a lot more happen from the team in order to make that work. You know, because I don't know, man. It's hard to say, like, because I really think that we should be putting up, like, you know, 30+ points every single game, but we have not been doing that, and it's just wild. 1-1 is the current standard. Yeah. 1-2 is the best in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I like 1-2 a lot. I really like 2-1 and 2-2, like I said, because I mean, I really do like the run game. Because look, I mean, if you control the clock, you control the game. You know, and you can actually, and if you're just constantly running, then it's out there. You know. But yeah, and they make the game longer by passing all the time. And I don't know. I love Herbert, but I do want to see, like, some more run plays. Like, it's always just super exciting to me. Yeah, Mac is crushing it in this game, Steve. Yeah, I think he has like 2 or 3 sacks already. He's doing good. Only way LA Chargers score 44 is if the run game goes off, and I agree, Rich. Yeah, I totally agree with that, because like I said, like, dude, we got to keep that going. I mean, we can't just make Herbert throw the dang ball all the time. He's dealing with a injury that does not heal very well, and we got to hand the ball off to Eckler to take some of those hits, and to Kelly, and to Spiller. We need to freaking see Spiller playing, man. I'm sick of this crap. You know, like, I mean, I think it was interesting that we got Sonny Michel, and I'm excited that he's actually brought that veterancy to the running back room. But man, and the championship kind of mentality. But he came in so late. You know, the whole team was gelling without him, and then it just, yeah, we got to get the running game situated more. Like, it's got to be Eckler, Kelly, and then Spiller now. You know, because, like, they're out there. So 2-2 is used a lot to incorporate a fullback. You can get creative. Yeah, and see, here's the thing. Xander Horvath is amazing. Our fullback, like, our first 2 touchdowns of the season basically were, first 2 touchdowns, or one from the first game and the one for the second game, was to Horvath. And we got rid of Gabe Neighbors because Horvath beat him out for the position. Horvath is actually way more versatile, and he actually has what it takes. He's actually he's a great player, and we need to use fullbacks more, you know. And I actually kind of was thinking about this though too. So I've always wondered why teams don't do straight up just like regular fullback running plays, not just for like goal line situations, not just a push, you know, for like a quick little something here and there, but treat a fullback like the halfback. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like the fullbacks are typically a little slower, but why not have a big dude like obviously, you know, like Derrick Henry? He could basically classify as a fullback, to run the ball a little bit more, because then you have somebody like that's out there straight up. You know, he can take a hit, he can break tackles, and he can just, you know, keep on running, keep on trucking. Now I get that the downside to that too might be is that you know, we only have one fullback on the team, and so if he gets hurt, then we got to find somebody else. So I guess that would be the downside. We don't want him to get injured. Mm-hmm. So I keep getting some weird error messages saying that there is a intermittent issue. How's the stream looking? Are you guys getting some lag over here? I mean, obviously. There you go. Caught. Keenan Allen. Booyah. Let's go. Chargers scored again before halftime. Here you go. That's what's up. Yeah, I mean, but he was like literally, Steve. Yeah, Steve. He was drafted because he was on the team this year, but he was drafted in the 7th round. Like and he was drafted like maybe like 3 or 4 shades away from Mr. Irrelevant. I mean, he could have gotten cut, and it would not have been a problem at all, you know. But he actually does do really well. I mean, I know Gabe Neighbors was a good friend of Justin Herbert, but and they didn't want to keep him because, you know, like I said, Horvath beat him out. You know, performed a little bit better, proved that he had a little bit more utility to him. Maybe was a little bit smarter with special teams. Who knows, you know? But it's kind of a bummer that, you know, we had to let Gabe Neighbors go, like a friend of Justin Herbert's. But I'm sure they still hang out, you know. Oh, that's a great question, Steve. Yeah, so the question is from Steve. Obviously, you saw there. For Rich, did any of your draftees get cut? Richie, so while I like 2-2, 2-1 is actually used more often. 2-2 is 2 tight ends and 2 running backs. 2-1 is 2 running backs and 1 tight end. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I think that's the truth though too. It's like, because if there's a 2-2 play, I mean, I think it's kind of be pretty obvious that it's going to be a run play at that point. Because you think about it, it's like, okay, you got 2 running backs and you got 2 tight ends. Do you really think you're going to play pass at that point? Because then you're going to have what, like, you know, you're going to have like just 2 wide receivers out there too. Or maybe even just 1 wide receiver. Like, what's the math here? So you got your 5 linemen. You got your quarterback. That's 6 players. Yeah, so like, I mean, and then yeah, so you're gonna have 2 running wide receivers. Yeah, it just doesn't work out, you know. It just does. It's clearly gonna be a run play. But then again, like, I think that's also good goal line situations. Obviously, that's where those types of plays come in, where they just need bigger boys out there, you know. And I guess that's what we see a lot. Is that those are goal line situations. Yeah, exactly. 2-2 is like 100% run. You're like, all right, well, this is what they're doing. Stack the box. Let's go. Ooh. Hicks. Okay, got it. What position did Hicks play? Oh, yeah. I'll root for the Bills for sure, man. They're crushing it, though, this year. Holy smokes, they are. Like, man, they came out with freaking guns blazing. I'll tell you that much. You know, I'll say this, though, man. Like, I mean, the Bills definitely need a win in their city. They need that championship, too, man. Like, they've had a lot of good years, just like we had. But they're also just one of those cities that just doesn't really have championship teams. And I would like to see the Bills win just as much as the Chargers. I mean, not just as much. I would like to see the Chargers over the Bills any day of the week. But I mean, they got a lot doing it. A lot of benefits towards their team right now, and they are actually doing so well. Like, they're playing so lights out. But you know what? They could get cold. So I'm not, we'll see what happens. Herbert got another interception here. Come on, Herbert, tackle him. Shoot, pick 6. Starting the third quarter. I'm telling you guys, hey, are the Chargers playing, they're doing their thing now, right? They're doing their thing now, where the Chargers just going to start choking. Boom. Wow, look at that. Jeez. All right. Yeah, Steve, they need a stadium, and actually, I think they got a stadium that was approved, and I think it's gonna get finished by 2025 or 24. So, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest too. If that stadium gets built, I can guarantee that they're gonna win a Super Bowl within 5 years. If what I believe is true about the NFL, they may actually get that stadium for them. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna get a ring because of it, which I'm worried about because the Raiders, they got their own stadium and they're hosting a Super Bowl in, I believe, 2024. So they, because of what I think about the NFL, that they made bargains with these teams. Okay, so you guys want a new stadium, or we want you guys to build a new stadium, and the team's like, okay, we'll build a new stadium. What can you do about guaranteeing me a Super Bowl? Huh? You think you can do that? Yeah, 2024. That's what I thought. Yeah, and that same year is when the Raiders host their game. So I don't know, man. It feels a business just like anything else, and so like they're trying to make these deals, and this is why I do think that the Chargers do. We need to build a stadium. It probably should go back in San Diego too. So, yeah, Chargers gonna Chargers, that's for sure. AFC Championship game, Chargers at Bills. Yes, sir. I think that's definitely on the table for this year. Because the Bills, they definitely got it going right now. They got it going on. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what do we got here? Well, Aether, we do want to root for the Bills this week because they're playing the Chiefs. We want to see the Chiefs lose. And tickets are expensive for that one too, and it's at KC. So, yeah, I don't want to see Patrick Mahomes like win. So yeah, let's root for the Bills this weekend for sure. And I'm surprised that's not a Sunday night football game. Dallas, Philadelphia, that could be a good one. That's a Sunday night football game. I definitely think that Philly's gonna win that game. Screw the Cowboys. Right, Carlos? I would love to see the Jeff Bezos buy the Chargers, but you know what I think what he did instead? He's betting on the house, not a specific team. So he's betting on the NFL itself, and that's why he got the Thursday night football package. That because he made that bid for the NFL just to get those ratings and to get that going. I think he made the better business move, because here's the truth too. Man, that'd be amazing to have a drone deliver a beer. That'd be awesome. But here's the thing too, is like, it's funny to me that you're watching all these players play, and they're all millionaires, basically, like a lot of them are making tons of money. But then you got the people that own the team; they're billionaires. But then you got people like Walmart money that just bought the Broncos, and like literally buying the Broncos for how many $1 billion was basically like a drop in the bucket to him. that Walmart money is ridiculous, bros. Like this is just a hobby for him. Like they're making so much money that they don't really need anything specifically out of this team. Yeah, like, it's literally just a freaking toy for them, and that's kind of pisses me off about people with having that much money. I really hope that he's passionate about it, and I don't want to see like the Broncos just kind of like, become the Chargers, because let's be honest, like we don't really like we don't like the Spanos family at all because of their business decision and their choices that they make, As Steve Doyle says, it seems that the NFL expanded to Europe and we'll likely see a new division, aka 4 teams. What I'm reading is that the NFL is waiting for a new jet to be released, making the flight to Europe only 4 hours. Holy smokes. Yeah, that was some big news that just came out recently that they were looking to make a European team. I guarantee one of those teams is going to be London. I'm surprised that we wouldn't see one that's in Mexico. I think that would be pretty wild. As opposed to just doing across to Europe, why not one in Canada as well? You have a Canadian team, you have a Mexico team, and you have a London team, which would be interesting. Because that would definitely happen. Let's see, what else could we do? Yeah, see, the Chargers are doing the Charger things. Freaking coming out flat in the second half. Shoot. Maybe they could do 2 teams in London. But I think it would be interesting to do one like in maybe Germany or something. I don't know. That'd be wild. Spain, that'd be great. Yeah, Spain would be cool. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty sweet. So I don't know why they wouldn't just consider that. Baseball has a Canadian team with the Blue Jays. And I think that even hockey, the NHL has a hockey team out of Canada. So why not? And there's already like leagues there. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of makes more sense to me. Like maybe they could have 2 teams in Canada as opposed to, doing anything else. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, so he bought it for $4.65 billion. Yeah, that really, as crazy as it sounds to us, that's like $5 to Walmart money, like maybe more like $500, but ridiculous. It's like 4.6 billion. Like honestly, the Broncos, they're worth more than that. Look, let's be real. The Broncos are the team with the most championships in the AFC West. They have a winning history with multiple quarterbacks. Freaking with Elway, with Manning, and like, I don't. You would know who else. They really are like the team to beat in the AFC West. And whenever they lose, it makes the rest of us happy. And I obviously I was talking to some Raiders fans talking shit about it on Twitter, or not Twitter. Yeah, and about the Raiders, how every single time that they lose to the Chargers, it hurts more because we don't have rings. So that's just it. I hope that we get that settled one of these days. All right, Aether says, do you know why I said this earlier in the chat about what Herbert needs to do? What is he? Let me go back to remember what you said here. Touchdown Broncos. See, they're coming back. They're coming back. What about Herbert? Try to find your thing.
I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season.
Oh yeah, the time has arrived for Herbert to this game. I believe Herbert needs to show his poise and leadership against playing his good defense and struggling Broncos offense. Take what the defense gives you. Um.
McManus now for the extra point.
Ugh. Okay, so I think I kind of understand why. Because the truth is, Justin Herbert really has not been the best leader of the team. You know, he plays ball like really well, and like all he thinks about is ball, and and he's really good about it and about that, and he's very focused on it, you know. But I think he really does need to step up and to be a leader, and to learn how to actually talk to the people a little bit more. He's a little bit too introverted on that regards, you know, and he needs to actually, like, you know, obviously the team has full confidence in him. I have full confidence in him, but he needs to actually but leadership is more than just being able to throw the ball well, and to throw the ball deep, and to throw the ball accurate. Leadership it's one of those intangibles that is always that Phillip Rivers was very good at. He was absolutely a leader. That's kind of like what we have been missing from Justin Herbert. Once he gets to that, I mean, you look at, you know, Tom Brady as well. He's a leader, you know, and he leads by example, and he leads by pushing his players around him to do better. And that's the one thing that I don't think that I see Justin Herbert doing. You know, Richie, just like I was talking about last night, how you're not the average Broncos fan. I'm not the average Chargers fan. I kind of have a mentality like Bears fans do for the Bears, and I feel the same way about the Chargers as a Chargers fan. You know, I don't think the team makes good decisions a lot of times. I don't think that the team is, you know, as good as they ever can be, and I'm constantly let down by them. And so I do live by kind of a laissez-faire lifestyle when it comes to the team, where I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. I want to see the Chargers win, and I want to actually, you know, enjoy them, to see them win a championship. But if it doesn't happen, it's because the Chargers are going to Charger. And, you know, and we are going to, you know, just give it up. So, but god damn it, I love this team, and I live a life of pain every week because that guy Staley goes 4th and Staley when he shouldn't be going 4th and Staley. Okay, so Germany, London, Spain are the European expansion teams. Okay, the NFL has realized that they lost Canada. We've already picked our out NFL teams. Okay, yeah. Walmart guy is worth $76 billion, and he's gone down now to 56.6. Well, you know, he's probably he probably moved a lot of that money to Bitcoin or offshore accounts. You know, when you play in a team that is offense is struggling, you can't help them, my brother. Yes, that makes sense. That actually makes sense, Aether. That's why you're saying that about Herbert. I like that. I mean, and that really makes sense. Their offense is struggling, and so like you need to, you know, Herbert needs to step up and actually pick apart the defense like constantly and a lot more in order to make things work better, for sure. Yeah, I like that a lot. That makes a lot of sense. You know, and we can't let them have opportunities to come back into this game. You know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. I know I kind of started this thing a little bit, you know, at the same time as the Thursday night football game. So of course, not a whole lot of people are going to show up. But hey, man, hopefully some people watch it a little later. We'll see what happens. All their games are sold out. It's cheaper for the fans to go to away games than to buy tickets on the black market. Dang, for real? That's pretty wild. I mean, a lot of people do want to see Russell Wilson play. Not gonna lie, he does draw a crowd, but they want to see him play better, obviously. And I'm sure, like, you know, that people bought the tickets early on in the season. They probably regret that, and they do want to sell their tickets now because how bad he's playing. Like, he's not playing electrically at all. And like I said though too, like I mean, the Broncos have multiple generations of winning championships, and I am worried that we are going to see something like that happen again with Russell Wilson. I ain't gonna lie, he does have the talent to do what he needs to do, and so to win those games. But I do want to see that. I do think it's going to take a while for the Broncos to get back into top form. So there you go. Well, I mean, I get that. That's cool, but I get it. I get that it's been that way for years. But you know, the problem is too is with the Chargers, we actually really need to, get butts in seats as well. You know, I don't know if you ever done this, but if you look at Google Trends and you look up Chargers, like one of the top areas that searches Chargers is Oregon, and that's because obviously Justin Herbert, he's one of their favorite quarterbacks that they've had in a long while, and the Oregon population they're curious about the Chargers, but they're also curious about Seahawks and Geno Smith and how they're doing, because that's technically the closest team to them. That whole area up there, it's like, that Northwest. In fact, that could actually be something there. Let's move the Chargers to Oregon. The Portland Chargers. That'd be wild. The first time that a team goes up there. It's already a small fan base. I wouldn't mind going up there. I mean, I've never been to Portland or Washington. Shoot, that'd be a sad day actually. Because here's the truth. Here's the truth, guys. Like, there's really only two teams in California that actually belong here, and that's the Niners and the Chargers. You got, the Niners never left Northern California, and the Chargers have never left Southern California. Sure they've moved around a little bit, but freaking Oakland, they couldn't find a home. They were just moving back and forth left and right, and now they're not even part of the state anymore. So, and then the Rams, of course, they left the state, went to St. Louis. They turned their back on LA, and they were here since the 40s, but then left, like the late 80s. Such a shame. That's just it, man. Like, the Chargers are the Southern California team, and I really just don't understand why people don't root for the Chargers more, especially out here in Southern California. Like they are more loyal to this region than any other team ever has been. Sure, I guess they don't win championships very often, but that's that's not all it is, right? I mean, that's not all it takes to be a fan of something. I mean, of those teams, we definitely have the best jerseys of all those California teams. Just saying. Okay, so Aethers clarifies some more. The reason why I said this, Kyle, is coaching. They have to prepare this team to play mistakes. Free force Denver to go to length of the field. Don't help them with mental mistakes. If they do that, I don't see Denver in this game come fourth quarter. Your thoughts, please, my brother. And that is the reality for sure. Nathaniel Hackett has not been playing very good football at all. We know what Brandon Staley's going to do, and he might actually, do a gutsy call again, with like some 4th and Staley, big ball Staley going to show up, and I do think that teams are going to be preparing for that now, and they are going to prepare for those situations. But the definitely key players for this game too is going to be the coaching staff. If we can actually show out and prove that our coaching staff is better than their coaching staff, we're in good shape. I think we're in really good shape. Yeah. So we will have to see what happens, what shakes out. Justin Herbert has been really good about not making mental mistakes. And I think we're going to see him actually kind of keep a really tight ship against the Broncos. And like Richard is saying, they have a lot of players that are missing now on their defense. And so we're going to have to take those opportunities and actually, turn it out and turn out in a big way. Because we need this. We need the win just as much as they need the win. Because, it's a divisional game. We've already played every other team in the division. Now it's the Broncos' turn. So we beat the Raiders, and we lost to the Chiefs, and now we got to beat the Broncos. Like we've all been thinking about too, is that we do think that the this season it could be 3-3 in our division, and the difference is going to be those conference games. So right now, Chiefs, they're 2-0 right now. It's our turn. We got to get that. We got to get this 2-1. We got to make ourselves 2-1, man. And that would put the Broncos at 1-1. Oh no, that would put them at 0-2 in the division. Sorry, yeah. And then the conference they're 1-2 as well. So yeah, they really do need this win for sure. And to be honest too, every single one of our games has been a conference game too. Like we don't play an out of conference game until which week? Let's see. I think it's week 7. Wait, when is our out of conference game? Yeah, next week. The following week is our first out of conference game. So at this point, that's our first game that actually doesn't really matter as much because it's out of conference. Unbelievable. All right, Aether, go ahead and spit it out. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you got to say, brother. Anytime. Sutton, Sutton is our number 1 wide receiver. Do we think we can cover him? Or settle? Yeah, let's see. Who do they got here? Yeah, so they got their wide receiver 1 is Sutton. Are you sure? Because Jerry Jeudy, he's currently playing their slot, and that usually goes to like their wide receiver 1. But their best target is Sutton, and right now he's not playing. He's not playing super lights out, as far as it seems. His offensive grade so far is at 71.1. We put Asante Samuel Jr. on him. As far as I can tell, let's see if there's different packages. Yeah, they want a Samuel on him over there, and they put Jackson over on Hinton. All right, we got a missed field goal. Hey, yo, let's go. Okay. Shoot. So I don't know. I think Asante Samuel can actually. He can definitely take on Sutton. I mean, considering how well he did against Devontae Adams, I think we're in good shape. I really do like Asante Samuel Jr. And I think that he's gonna be able to step up. Now we really just need J.C. Jackson to step up and to yeah. Oh, Sutton. Okay. Yeah, but Richie, I thought that the slot was typically wide receiver 1. Because that's the one position that Keenan Allen usually plays as a slot. So, and then Mike Williams was the on the edges. But I don't know. There's a lot of different things. There you go. Okay. So Aether, I'm ready for your comment there, Aether. 4th and Staley will be back this game. I believe the Bolts will not kick field goals. If it is 4th down inside Denver 25, Bolts will be aggressive and go for the touchdown. See, and that's not necessarily 4th and Staley though. I think 4th and Staley is always when we go for it on 4th down on our end of the field. when we're like, oh, okay, we're on the Chargers 25-yard line. It's 4th and 1. Let's go for it. That doesn't make any sense. You know, that's why it's a 4th and Staley. I mean, it makes a lot of sense if we're gonna go be all gas no brakes, and I think that's honestly what we should be doing. Instead of going for the field goals, let's just go for the touchdowns instead. Try and get that fourth down conversions when we're on the Denver side of the ball. I'm totally okay with that. 1000% okay with that. Like, I want to see that. I don't want to see the field goals. Like, and that's how you got to beat. And that's really how you got to beat Kansas City. You don't beat Patrick Mahomes with field goals. You beat him with touchdowns. You just keep scoring, and if you gotta keep going for it on 4th down when you're on the KC. Oh no, we got a fumble! Shoot! Oh, this is gonna be a fumble 6. Oh my gosh! Wow, this game is. See, I'm telling you, Chargers charging. Second half, losing it. Okay, so Sutton is wide receiver 1. Yeah. Wide receiver 2 is Cleveland, Hamler, Washington. Hamler is typically wide receiver 2. Is Judy faster than Sutton? All right, let's take a look here. Jerry Judy. Do I have his? Pull it up his stats here. See if it has his time. His times here. I don't think I have his shoot. Fumble return for a touchdown, y'all. My goodness. Chargers gonna Charger. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, y'all. I can't see. I don't have anything here for it. Jerry Judy. 40-yard. Jerry Judy's 40 time was 4.46. Okay. Some of you guys probably nope. All right, and then Sutton. Sutton. What was his speed? Cortland Sutton.
He'll hand off here to Eckler, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your
Cortland Sutton's 40 time was a 4.54. But you know what though? I mean, just because Sutton was a little slower doesn't mean that would take him away from being wide receiver 1. We got that, it takes a lot more to be a great wide receiver than just your speed. The Raiders should have figured that out by now. I don't know how many years they drafted a wide receiver every single time just because of their speed. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Maybe they were trying to use it for trade bait, I mean, that would make sense. Draft all these receivers and trade them off, but I didn't do anything with them. They just played them and they burned out because they sucked. Oh yeah, and I believe that though, and Jerry Judy was amazing at his. He's got a really good speed, and his cone drill is amazing too. So, and that's great. It sounds like he's a great freaking route runner. If he can do those cool, quick little cuts, little jukes and jabs. It's all good. Yeah, exactly. Look, like the cones are way more important because you gotta, if you really want, to have a good wide receiver, he just needs to get open, and if he just kind of makes that quick little that one little disruption, that's all it takes. All he needs is 2 or 3 feet of separation from the cornerback or a safety, and it's done. That's it. That may as well be like freaking, like a punt at that point. Like the equivalent of a distance. That's all they need is just a little bit of an opening to get that. This is wild.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because
Oh,
when you run a
I just realized, Richie, you're texting us in our chat here.
might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Play action. It's Herbert on the move to his left.
There you go. Herbert's running again. Maybe we're gonna start winning again because of that.
Inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his
Yeah.
offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion.
Actually, no, Richie, I wanted to say,
Before taking the
about that conversation there in the chat thread there. So I understand Canada, like everybody got like, universal basic income. You know, they got like, was it like $1,000 a month, no matter what? Is that still going on? Has that still not stopped? And has a lot of people just refused to go to work because of that too? Still, let me know, man. Like, I just freaking, I know, because that's a problem. I know, like, America, we're talking about that, doing that down here, and obviously I don't want to see that happen because that could be like one of the downfalls of America. There'd be so many people just not going to work more at that point. It'd be not cool. Ain't that the truth, though, Richie? Yeah, I mean, if Herbert runs out into the open space like that, boy, he just needs to. I really don't think he's gonna do it though at all. You know, like because if you guys landed on him, ooh, that's a wrap for the season. Oh, good. I'm glad that ended because I do know that like, because we had our unemployment stuff going on where like people were getting a bonus. And I think people were getting like up to like, was it like 3,000 a month? Because it was like, you know, the 450 plus 700 a week. So you're getting like 1,500 every 2 weeks. And we people would be able to get like $3,000 a month just by staying home, because of COVID. And that ruined so many businesses. So many businesses. Yeah, UBI is so stupid. That's like the worst idea ever, you know? Because, I mean, all it's going to do is just increase freaking prices everywhere. You know, because they know people have, like, you know, money to spare. And they're going to be able to, like, I don't know. I mean, I get that some people may need it because they, you know, maybe a single mother, and, you know, like they have like 3 kids and stuff like that, you know, like, and I get it. That's really tough. And so some people do need it, but those people should be able to reach out for programs like that. But not everybody, not everyone, everyday Joes. Yeah, and I worked all the way through COVID too. I never stopped working. And you know, like, I mean, because being in the entertainment industry, like, would you imagine if entertainment stopped working too? You know how many people would be out there in the streets? It would be like freaking Mad Max, dude. People would be going so wild, so crazy out there, and because they have no shows to watch. So of course I had to work. I wish, you know, some days I wish I didn't, and I could just stayed at home and did this all day. That would have been amazing. But I didn't start this until this year. This is our first year doing it, and I think we're doing pretty good. I mean, we learned a lot really fast, and we're moving everything. So unless UBI has caveats in terms of needing to work, the businesses suffer. Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, 1,000%. I think if anything, like, you know, UBI needs to be, if anything, a little bit like maybe a benefit. You know, it should be like, okay, you will get, if you qualify, if you meet. See, here's a problem too, though. You know, the government can make it set up so that way, like, unless you are making X number of dollars, you would not get you wouldn't get the UBI, so say like $4,000 a month. If you're getting $4,000 a month or more, then you're not going to get a UBI. Let's just throw that number out there. And I suppose, like, if you were making like $3,000, you would get that $1,000 extra UBI or something like that. But then if you made like $3,500, you would just get the difference, whatever, of that $4,000, maybe like that, So I think in a lot of ways the problem with that would be it would incentivize companies to underpay employees just so they can get the UBI, and that they also don't have to pay that little bit of extra boost, Instead of paying somebody $4,000, they can just pay them $3,000, and then they can pocket all that extra money. So the business, so that would be a problem. I would not like that. Hey, Aether, go for it, man. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Herbert, got this 2-minute drill here. Got to bring it downfield. All we need is a field goal here. Is this going to be like the repeat of the Browns game? Shoot. Question comes through. What do you think the Bolts need to do, offense and defense, to win Monday night? Okay, well, obviously not what we're seeing here on screen, because we're coming from behind. I do not want to see a come from behind game. I want to see all gas, no brakes. I want to see at least 30 points on the board by third quarter. And yeah, and so I would say this though too. I really do think that Austin Eckler and Joshua Kelly are gonna have to run the ball. Obviously, like, I want to see Justin Herbert, throw some deep balls and deep passes. Wow, we almost got an interception there. We're gonna have to just keep those chains moving for sure. The run game needs, but the biggest thing is the run game needs to step up, just like we did the Cleveland game. It doesn't need to be as much. I would say like total 130 yards rushing for the game, split between Eckler and Joshua Kelly. That's my thoughts for offense. Now defensively, we just need to lock down Russell Wilson. I really don't believe in the run game. I mean, we obviously know that Melvin Gordon can ball really well, but he's definitely in a lot of decline. And he has a lot that he can left in the tank too. And I feel like just we have to shut down all the freaking players. Like we can shut down all their their wide receivers, but our cornerbacks need to step up a lot too. We have been struggling there a lot, and which is really upsetting to me. But I think Bryce Callahan is going to be a key to this game, and of course, Derwin James all the time. I do believe that we may see. This is one of my predictions. Is that I believe that we're going to see an interception by J.C. Jackson. And so the truth is, though, too, is like when it comes to like the keys to the game, I kind of like was thinking about it. It's like I would rather talk about key players of the game, and that's why I think J.C. Jackson is going to be a key player, because he needs to have his breakout game this game. It's 1000% important. He needs to step up, and he needs to prove himself this game. Otherwise, we're all just going to be kind of like, slouching on him. But then Bryce Callahan's also going to need to step up. But then the third person that needs to step up in for the defense is Kyle Van Noy. I really want to see him actually get a sack as well, maybe 2 sacks if he can. But I know that they're playing him really interesting. Like he's kind of like the wild card on the defense. He plays middle linebacker. He plays outside linebacker / edge rusher. So I would like to see him do some good. Here's for the game. Here's for the game. It's good, baby. There we go. Celebration for the Chargers. Woo woo. So I don't know, guys. Hey, that's the exact same, basically the exact same score as the Browns game. Holy smokes. Wow, that's pretty wild. But the ball was in our hands, and we made this game work, you know? So that's kind of interesting here. Richie's got some good keys, though. Yeah, run the ball. We agree on that. Short fast passes in the middle. I like that a lot. So where's the mismatches there? You guys got, who do you guys got in the middle? Singleton and Griffith. For your linebackers. I don't know. You guys got some pretty good coverage in the middle. I don't know if we want to go middle. Yeah, middle might be a little too much. I mean, I think honestly, Palmer might have a good matchup on that side. But then, of course, if we have our 1-2 personnel set up right there, like we put Allen on that side, and that could actually be pretty good. That'd be amazing. That'd be really good. So I don't know. And then run the middle of the field and prevent Russ from having time to throw. Yes, I agree. 1,000%. So wild. So wild that we had this game end the exact same score as the Browns game. Will this game actually be a similar setup to the Browns game, and will it be that close? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Yeah, I agree with you there, Steve. I think it might be more like 28 to 17 for actual game. I don't think it's going to be as close as this one was, but we'll see. We will just have to wait and see, and I'm excited for it, my brother. All right, so Justin Herbert did pretty good, 90.9. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong about what? About the 1-2 personnel? I mean, I'm just going off of what let me mute that because I know I got clapped on that a couple times. The Broncos. I'm going off PFF and what they're showing me what the 1-2 personnel is for for the Chargers there. They show Williams on the left and Allen on the right. If we have that 1-2 personnel, but their inside linebackers, Singleton is actually looking pretty good, and Griffith is pretty toasted. What's going on? All right, Denver. Let's see. Wilson forgot how to cook. Yeah, he's definitely struggling a lot, my brother. Let's see. How do we get to the next one? All right. Oh, there you go. Oh, getting some lag here. Team stats. Okay, let's look at the team stats there. Ah, got it. Okay. Okay, so Aether's thoughts are that Denver will not score 20 points in the game. I promise. I believe if the Chargers do what they're supposed to do, the Bolts will win comfortably. I really like that. I mean, I really want to see that as well. I'm really excited for that. So, okay, so wait. So you're saying their passing coverage grade's pretty low? Let's take a look. Singleton. He's doing pretty good. Coverage grade 70.8. So currently, Singleton is currently ranked 15th of 73, and then Griffith is currently ranked 32 of 73. So he's a bit average there. So, well, hey man, we'll definitely have to wait and see on that. I don't know what's going on here. How did this stats thing popped up on the right? All right, I don't really know what's going on there. I don't know how I did that, to be honest. I'm still trying to figure out all this. There you go. Eckler. He had 27 attempts, 90 yards, average 3.3. All right. Melvin Gordon, 18 attempts, 44. You know, and honestly, that's one of the things that I really like about the Denver. Jacobs did. All right, Aether. We'll see you Sunday or Saturday. I got your back, my bro. Yeah. Okay. Have a good time at work. I think we're gonna go on Sunday though for sure, and and then we'll have a little quick chat about the game because we want to wait till the last minute as much as possible about getting the most up to date information for tomorrow's game or the Monday game. That's a good question there, Steve Doyle. I think because you know what? Because Donald Parham's supposed to be in this game. He wasn't much. He was not much of a factor last one. All right, Richie. Have a good night. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming out. Have a good one. Yeah, I agree. I need to watch the She-Hulk episode. I haven't watched it yet. So, what's up, Aether? I love good news. Let's go. Let's see. Our tight ends didn't do so well this game. Hey, you're off Monday night. Come out to the game, man. Come meet the brothers. Oh, Richie, man. Thank you for hanging, but you didn't have to hang with us that long. Holy smokes. Oh, that's awesome, brother. I'm so glad you got to have the game off. Shoot. There's no way I can get the game off. Like I'm actually right after I end this, I have to work some more. My job be like that sometimes. I gotta wrap it up and actually finish something. Shoot, I'm trying to grab the my webcam here and move it back down. Yep. Yeah, so that's my life, I just I work quite a bit, and so right after this I have to kind of finish up some stuff. But I wanted to do this with you guys before, so I had a bit of a break. You know what I'm saying? Oy. So that's pretty cool, dude. I'm really glad that they gave you the day off, so that way you can actually enjoy the game and watch and set up and hopefully get some food. Get a nice spread going. Like have some, whatever. You get some wings, get some pizza, get some nachos dip, whatever you want to do, man. God, I wish I could go to the game with my brothers, man. I'm so pissed I can't. And I don't know. It's upsetting. All right, Hopkins. Oh, we had 3 field goals. Yeah. What's this? Punts, safeties, kick returns. There we go. Punt returns. Yeah. So, all right. So we came out on top on this game. Hopefully, we kind of stick to that plan for the for the actual game on Monday night, and we'll see if we actually win as well. Just like I think we're so far we're 2-3 as far as the simulation goes, of the simulation actually being correct that we win. So this will be interesting. This will be very interesting to see. Their offense is struggling enough, and so that's why our defense really needs to step up. So, alrighty, fellas. Well, I'm going to head out too. I need to stretch and get myself ready to do a little bit more work. And then, you know what I'm saying? We'll see you next time. I think my brother's he's got a couple other videos that he wants to do. He's going to do something on Friday night. We're not a live thing. He's going to record something, and I'm going to release it to you all, and then we'll go from there. And then, they're going to be traveling on Saturday, and, we'll get this happen. As always, guys, Bolt Bros, let's go.